So my career in Konica Minolta, as she said, is 28 years, out of such a long history. And I actually experienced many different departments and different countries for past 28 years. And I saw and experienced various kinds of the innovation and also transformation of Konica Minolta. For example, as you may know that with Konica Minolta started business from film and camera, and then we transformed to copier and printing, and then the analog to digital multifunction printers, monochrome to color, and high-speed copier to production printing and also industrial printing. So those are, we can say, history of transformation of Konica Minolta. And now we actually enter into the more IT and IoT industry. And we do think it is very important because it is very essential for customers to digitalize their workflow job and so on. And IT and IoT service it's very required now. Okay. And actually, as you may see, our slogan, rethink. Yes. So as I said, that we have the Konica Minolta have a lot of innovation, transformation in our DNA. So company and also employees has such mindset of the transformation and rethink. So I mean we keep on questioning traditional thinking and also challenging somehow status quo in order to find a better solution to customers' transformation journey.
Konica Minolta Customer Experience Centre is all about. Right? The concept of customer experience, or rather Konica Minolta Experience Centre so-called, is very simply, right, based on Konica Minolta core value, which is based on customer centricity as well as innovatives. Right? So we built this, design this experience center purely based on this core value of Konica Minolta. So with the notion of creating the future place for our customers. You can see basically the showroom is designed into 3 different buckets or 3 different sections, which represent our business from now and moving forward and even to the future. On the left later, you will see what we call a digital office. This is where our core business is all about, where just now my MD was just mentioned about the new bizhub I series, right? Coupled with all the necessary IT solutions that we can actually help the SME to move towards the digital transformations, right? To compete in the current globalization market and the competitiveness. So speed is essential, that's it. So that section basically is the area that we will showcase all our necessary solutions, for example, from digital printing, right? From document scanning, from ERP, right? Workflow, and including the IT outsourcing. These are the few key components which most SME require one way or another in order for them to start transforming into digitalizations. Moving later to the right-hand side, which is our production printing, which are professional printing services or products that we have, where this applies to a lot into the printing industry, where again a transformation from previously what we know as offset printing into digital. Right? So we have actually started our journey in digital printing for the past many years, and now we move to the next journey, which is into IT, industrial printing. How can we bring the traditional finishing technology, right, into digital? So we have products from label printing, UV inkjet printing, or even right jet varnish, which is another technologies that we have in bringing production printing to the next level. Then in the center, we have this IoT hub. IoT hub is definitely something new that Konica Minolta is investing, especially into digital manufacturing. Within the digital manufacturing solutions that we have products such as robotics, which is the IoT-based smart surveillance and security systems, where it can be used by manufacturers or even any organizations to be able to provide foolproof security solutions to all of you, right? And then we have solutions for robotics, robotics, which is part of the requirement into 4IR, especially in the manufacturing area, with, of course, the digital solutions for manufacturing. So generally, these are how our showroom has been set up. And you look at it, the overall environment is basically very open, very clean. Right? This will allow our customer who walk in to pay full attention into all the solutions or services that we can actually transmit or actually share with them in a more focused and dedicated.
We are embracing the leading global direction of this bizhub I series. The bizhub I series provides security, productivity, simplicity, and interactivity to our customer in helping them towards digital transformation. So from security, from the machine, it provides multi-tiers of security features, all the way from access control security to hard disk encryption to prevent data leakage. Also, network security that managed by our bizhub secure services. But furthermore, with this I series, we bring the security to a higher level. We partnering with the Bitdefender, the global well-known antivirus software solution provider, to provide antivirus and real-time virus scanning features for all the transmitted data. Let me show you how this work. So firstly, I activate the machine by using user authentications. So this login is my login. So later on, this is the preloaded virus file thumb drive. So as a normal user, is doing a external memory print exercise. So when you print a certain document that contains virus, it will prompt a virus detection message to let the user know this is a virus file. So we stop the operations. Okay. So from here, besides security, we also improve the machine performance by 4 times better and faster. So now the bizhub series equipped with a quad-core processor, 8-bit memory, and 256 SSD. It boost up customer work productivity. Also, it also comes with a 200 image scan per minute high-speed document feeder with new soft closing features that allows customers to work effectively and efficiently. Last but not least, with Konica Minolta mobile print apps, we do have Konica Minolta mobile print apps. Now this is the mobile print apps. Now customer can work anywhere and print anytime from their office environment. So the machine did receive the message and print up immediately. So this is how fast this printer can perform. So from simplicity wise, this I series comes with a paper speed of 10.1 inch and is a wide liberation feedback, and is also 90-degree tiltable and is user friendly to wheelchair person. And also operated with a simple and easy to use web-based interface, and with also come with a dual display mode, basic and classic style to cater different user requirements in the office. So now the bizhub I series is as good as our working assistant, because the bizhub I series do have a status indicator light and output flashlight to remind us on the printout to prevent sensitive information leakage. How does this work? Let me demo to you. So as a normal user, we do a simple USB printing. Okay, now here is a LED light to inform the user is doing a printing job. Also a flashlight output from here to remind user remember to take out the sensitive information. So we're proud to announce this Pizza I series is made in Malaysia and shipped globally by our Malacca production plant. Japan January local made.
Now we are not only talking about the security and also the performance. So right now for business, how are we supposed to increase the productivity and also drive down the unnecessary costs is also very important nowadays for businesses. So right now, not only that, now how are we supposed to do this? So that's why we also provide solutions like, for example, I'll go one by one. Maybe you can come forward here. All right. What we have here is called the print management solution. Now everyone knows that we do printings, but what are we supposed? How are we supposed to know what is happening in our print environment? So this is actually a centralized print management solution that tells you what is going on, who is printing documents, what kind of volumes that we're looking at, and it will also give you reports to do some analysis what is happening there. All right. So let's move on to the second one. This will be the document management solution, which is fall under the enterprise content management. How nowadays we work with paper documents, and this will actually digitalize all these things into a central management where you can retrieve or store your document easily. Okay, and so let's just move on to the next one, and we talk about document capturing solution. We will look into automation. Okay, we do face documents like we keep on repeating the same process day after day. Every day we do the same data entry with the same documents. But knowing that if we can actually do an automation for this, it will actually reduce the unnecessary work and also increase your productivity in your environment. All right, and let's move on to the next one. This will be the enterprise resource planning, and this is very important for all the business. Why? It's because it will relate each and every department or sector, to tell you what are the resources information. How do we actually relay this information to the next level? Okay, and knowing that all this is actually related to cost when you are talking about business. So this is how it actually helps the business data. And last but not least, we will have our services as well. Okay, which is treat us as the IT assistants for your company, right? So you can actually engage us, and we will actually come to your organization or your business to help you to solve your IT issues. All right. So this is from my part. So feel free to actually drop by later to the respective station. So we will have our respective consultants to be standby here to explain in more details on the services and the solutions that we have later on.
Hello everyone, welcome to our office. It is just good afternoon, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just going to give you a brief discussion about our production business. Last week I'm just going to go over to our industrial printing, then just a quick overview on our new workflow solutions. So basically, if you can all come a bit closer, let's get together, let's be inside over here. So then we can stand beside our machines and feel what it's like standing next to our production printers. Okay? Does anyone here, we always go to printing shops and all that sort of stuff, and we always see people printing all sorts of beautiful things, right? So normally, in that sort of segment, that is a commercial segment of production printing. Basically, this is what our machines do. We have specific types of machines over here which cater for different types of commercial printers, office printers, and even up to education offices like colleges and universities. Right, so small printers, really small volume, right up to high volume printing. Okay? So let me just brief on a few of our machines over here. As you can see right over here, at Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stand a bit closer.
Okay.
Can
So
you
this
have
is.
your name?
So if you want, a couple of my colleagues will be over here. If you want to ask a few little details about the particular machine that are here as well, I'm just going to tell you about the brief. We're just going to go through it on this side. Over here, basically we're going into the mid-level production printers. So we have the entry level and the mid-level production printers. Okay? So right here where you're standing right now, this is all the mid-level production printers over here. So depending on what the customers require, we do cater different types of specific system configurations for each of the customers. Some have, like for an example, the commercial printers, their space is very small. Something like this particular machine, AccurioPress C3070 is perfect for them. Or if they have very high volume printing and they have a big space and they require something that has heavy duty printing, this is our latest machine, AccurioPress 6100. So the great thing about this particular machine is it carries a very heavy load of printing, meaning that you can print for a very long time, right through the day non-stop. Okay? And in this specific model, we have a new feature over here called the IQ501. So basically the IQ501, just to give it into a brief description, okay, very important in commercial printing. They require good quality color. They require even quality color from the first printing to the last printing. If you're printing like thousands of flyers, they require for your color to be as balanced as possible. And the front and back registration. Front and back registration is very important because that when they need to cut, it needs to look very nice when they cut a particular job that they're looking for a nice finishing. Okay? So having this feature, the IQ501 is, to me, originally something very good. Because it limits job expertise, basically operator expertise. You can get basically a normal person and just with a couple of buttons, maybe 2 or 3 buttons like that, bring out something very nice. Maybe I can give you a quick demo of how this works. So basically we're going to print this particular job, and basically we're just going to introduce how it's front and back registration looks, and how that density between the first and the last printing. As you can see over here, my colleague Edwin, he just pressed a couple of buttons only. Okay, so we're just ready to print a production job. So the beauty of the IQ501, what it's going to do is that every print that comes up, it's going to do every adjustment to every print. So when the first print comes up, it's going to bring it back to the main machine saying like, maybe increase a bit of red or increase a bit of yellow. And then when you go to the front and back registration, it's going to tell the machine, okay, you need this kind of the paper bit, or you need it left or right. So that's how the IQ501 works basically. So having this little part of the feature for production printers is actually a bonus. This is a very good feature that our commercial printers should have. And as you can see, we're currently on printed paper, and it's printing pretty fast. So having a production printer like this is, will get your job out pretty fast with this printing.
What is the comparison for like? What is the comparison to like other? Because after my experience with offset or so what is what?
So let's compare.
This is the first time I've ever seen this, so this is the novelty for us.
Well, it really depends on what particular machine that you want to compare to. It's like you want. Okay, offset printing is a much bigger, and it's a different technology altogether. Okay, at the end of the day, okay, just to brief you on why digital printing is starting to take over the offset printing business. Because offset printing, what you need to print a limitation of a minimum amount. Okay, so that minimum amount could be so many thousands of copies that you need to print. What happens if I need to print just 1 or 2 sheets? I have to go through all of that process just to produce 2 sheets. Basically, that process is a long process for offset printing. With digital printing, you just put in my phone into a normal PC, open up the properties, press print, there you go, 2 sheets going out just like that.
Yes, let me add something. Digital printing is meant for 1,000 and below quantity. So if you want to print 500 booklets, that's no for digital. If not, it will be very costly or offset. Offset are going for long run.
Okay. So that's pretty much, you got a brief idea on how the comparisons with digital and offset. So that's why a lot of offset printers are getting into the digital segment now. Okay? Alright, so media sizes, basically we're looking at digital printing. Our machine size for majority goes from 13 inches to 19 inches long. But as you can see, we also have banner printing as well. So banner printing, the width will be the same, 13 inches. Then the height will be up to, maximum will be up to 50 inches. Okay? For banner printing.
So all the machines displayed here are cut sheet machines and E3 white size with a panel layout. And we actually have the row-to-row machines there that's printing labels in row form. And if it's not displayed here, we have a inkjet UV ink printer, and that caters for B2 size, much bigger size, but it's not displayed here.
What's the maximum print thickness?
Maximum print thickness for this particular machine goes up to 400 DSM. So, besides from doing normal commercial job printings like name pads, flyers, books, all that sort of stuff, you can actually get into the, like you're getting into more of the gift sort of products, maybe like products like packaging, yeah. So that's another added value to the particular machine. Anything else? Yeah. Basically, this is just normal output finishing. Anything that comes with finishing, like lamination and all that sort of stuff, that's always offline, what we would refer as offline. Okay? Just to carry on, just on this side. So this is our, basically our flagship model, AccurioPress 6100. Okay? Just coming on to our entry-level production machine. This is the AccurioPress C759. So basically, this machine basically caters for, just to give you a brief stuff, so from offices or even small printing houses. Basically, this machine is capable of not only just printing your normal documents, like in a normal office and all, but also you can also use this machine for light production printing when you want to do stuff like normal commercial books, for example. Okay? So this is our entry-level machine over here. So just standing right beside me over here, this is our machine.
So does it do any finishing as well?
So basically none of these machines, it's mainly all this printing output. Yeah, if you want to do any finishing or anything like that, then that's like another separate. So this is our newer black and white machine over here, AccurioPress 6136. So basically, yeah. So basically we came for commercial printers for black and white machines and color machines as well. Okay. So, and just lastly, I just want to quickly just bring over on the screen. Again, this is our AccurioLabel. So this is a great solution for short run label printing. So anything with label, packaging, or anything like that, this is a great solution for short run printing because to get jobs like this running, it's usually a long run job using other machines. So this is a good solution if you just want to print limited amounts of labels and short run and quick run for that matter. So just coming lastly to our AccurioPress. AccurioPress is basically, just to give you a brief note, this is our workflow solution. Basically, what AccurioPress does is it's a management software. So just to give you an example, a quick example, let's say I have my machines over here, and I have one file that consists of of color pages and black and white pages. So basically, I could just get my file, put it into a folder, and then it'll distribute those pages to a color machine where all the pages will be printed color, and then the black and white pages will be printed at the black and white printer. Okay? So this is a very good solution when it comes to commercial printers especially. Okay? So this is what AccurioPress is, a powerful, comprehensive solution management workflow. So this is something that's very good for mainly commercial printers to have. So I'd just like to pass the mic on to Andrew, who's going to explain our IoT section.
Great, thank you so much, Paul. Okay, and moving on, we can always come back and ask Paul more questions later. And we move on to the most exciting one here, which is the IoT Hub. So for IoT Hub, we have two young gentlemen who is going to share with us how to do that. More about that. Poon and Daryl, take it away.
Thank you. Okay, so today I'm gonna, maybe I can direct you guys all to this screen over here. So what we have, the first solution we have is our MCARTIT. We call it our mold asset management. So basically this is a software that helps injection molding companies, for example, manufacturers who manufacture plastic parts or metal parts. So an example would be people who produce consumer goods. Even our own factory, Konica Minolta in Malacca, is implementing this software. So this software is actually helping the factory to track and trace where the locations of the assets, it's the uses of the injection mold, and also to improve parts quality. So which is why you can see our Konica Minolta parts is actually have very high standards of quality. So this software is actually helping our factory to improve our parts, and not just that, but to also improve our suppliers' parts as well. So we are the software can also applicable to automotive industries or even in the consumer electronics industries. So over here you can see that there is a tablet here as well. So the operators can use the tablet to go to each processors and key in the correct information. So this will automate many tedious tasks that used to be input into paper. So right now we can use a tablet to do it. So over here you can see how the operator can input problems that they saw, and then all this will be into a general system which the management can be able to track and trace. So this is all for the MCARTIT. So next I want to showcase about our robots over here. So first let me just start it running. So over here this is our MIR. We call it it's an autonomous mobile robots. So what it does is that it can automate goods handling in factory environment or in warehouse environment. So it is smart in a sense that it's able to see its surrounding. So over here you can see all these red dots is where we are right now. So if let's say there is a human to block its path over here, it's able to stop and know that somebody is blocking. And it can even trigger. So right now, it's mentioning that its path is blocked. So it's very useful in the sense that in a factory environment, you do not have to lay a black tape, or you do not have to change your factory layout. The robot can sense its environment. You only have to do a mapping once. It's very simple to do. And then the robot can be able to travel from point A to point B. And this automates the task and free up human labor to do all the manual labor. So that is all for MIR. On top of that, I want to highlight that MIR robot is also customizable. So we consult the customer as to how they want to automate their task flow, and we can customize solutions for them. So that's all I want to mention for MIR.
So maybe just
Yeah.
in terms of how to customize,
Mhm.
just maybe explain a little bit how the topic can be changed.
Yeah.
So for example, like type of customization.
Okay, so for example, in some factories, you can have a conveyor belt. So in a certain process, once they manufacture an item, there's an automatic conveyor belt that you see in the background. grocery stores, right? So once the item reaches a certain area, we can customize the top module on top of the robot to have a conveyor belt as well. So the item can automatically move on top of the robot. So that's how we can customize. So next, I will pass to my colleague, Daryl, to explain about robotics.
Hello everybody, good morning. So I will discuss on our IoT security and monitoring solution. As you can see our tower here, we have different types of cameras paired with different type of lens. As you can see, we have thermal, which is the black one. We're able to do thermal sensing, and also different lens to cover different angles. Like you can see, this is the fisheye angles. So with the fisheye angle, we're able to manipulate it to become different angles with one single camera. So we can able to cater 4 angles, and we're able to cover 4 angles with different direction of the angles. Right? So we move on here where we show some of our analyticals on the camera itself. So you can see here, this is where we're able to detect speed, motion, and also people counting. So this can be implemented on different industry. So as you can see, we have this activity sensor of our robotic solution. Yeah. So we're able to set on perimeters to detect objects as is a human or animal. So in order to save space, we detect activities such as human entering perimeter. Then we start to do the recording. So by this we save space. Right? So you can see we have thermal. So this thermal solution, we're able to detect where people is smoking in the area, which is a non-smoking area. We're able to do an alert where if they're smoking, there's a beep alert will come out from the camera itself. Right? So it's very useful in a dark situation.
But also like to monitor the heat of machines.
Yeah, machine, anything. We can monitor anything like machine, animals, human, and even the environmental we're able to monitor. Right? So as you can see here, why we have implemented this in our showroom area. So for the thermal, for the thermal, we are currently monitoring our equipment. As you can see, currently it's off right now, so it's like hitting around 27 degrees Celsius, which is turned off. And as you can see, my colleague will pass by that, will detect the heat automatically. So when it hits a threshold of 40 Celsius above, it will trigger an alert, either alarm or send an email to the person in charge. Alright? So, and also this will be implemented in our showroom for people counting. So as you can see here, where is the green number indicates the person who passed through the corridors, which the arrow shows up. If purple go against the flow, it shows up in the number in red. So we're able to count people who are passing by in certain area. This can be implemented in like a retail area, where in order we can see who visited the shops mostly. And also we can turn on the heat map to show where the customer walks through and see which product more frequent. Right? So I think that's all we cover for our solution here.
Thank you, Darren. Thank you for you to explain to us our IoT security and monitor solution can help the businesses do beyond security features. Okay, and also thanks for everyone joining our Experience Center tour. So we would like to invite all the media friends to join inside the room. We have a Q&A section.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Calvin, I'm going to take back over. We actually going to do one more photo op out here with this lovely Konica Minolta logo. And this actually serves as an official launch, official media launch of the Konica Minolta Experience Centre. So could we get